Shout out to my Lost Boys. We rowdy.
Turn Off the Lights is the most recent album released by Dogblood, otherwise known as Skrillex and Boys Noise. Now, I don't know how many times I've actually vocalized this, but I am a very big Skrillex fan. I don't get to talk about his music very often because it seems like he's doing collaborations like this. Now, I do want to preface this video with something that happened as to why I'm reviewing it now rather than when it came out like 2 or 3 weeks ago. When I saw his original posting for releasing something new on Instagram, and I thought it was going to be a solo project. And not that any of his collaborations is really something to frown upon, in my opinion, or to not be excited about. I just have been hoping he would release an album or at least an EP. And I don't like EPs that much, but he does a good job at releasing those. Like, really good at it. But we do get this EP with Boys Noise, and I've liked stuff from Boys Noise before. So I decided to just let my misunderstanding and disappointment just fly over and say, alright, well, I do think that this could be potentially good, even if it is just 4 songs. So let me try it out. Let me see what this miniature project could offer. And to my surprise, it's pretty good. It is as short as I feel it is, but for the length time, it's kind of worth it. Again, not a huge fan of the concept of EPs, but if you can pull it off well, good for you. And Sonny Moore, man, you know what you're doing, man. I don't think this is perfect, but by golly, it's recommendable. The first song, Break the Law, kind of gets in there pretty good. The second track, For Mind, that one probably is the most strange one that I would categorize in this EP. I think that's mostly for some of the lyrical content, not really the production so much. I do feel like everything kind of is interconnected when I listen to this song in particular, but I can't say it's bad. It's just not the best song on here. So that's the only really negative thing I can say about this particular song anyhow. The third song, Coco or Kokoi, this is the one where I was just like, okay, I think we're in our groove now. This is the one where I feel like, okay, yeah, this is where we're at. Ulsa to the max. This is where we're at right now. The drum beats in this song are like, I want to say they're like, you know, if frogs died and became bamboo sticks, that's oh man. I feel like that's what it would sound like. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. It's a croak production. It's like if you used frogs as drumsticks. That's basically kind of what I get out of it. That sounds more graphic than it probably is in my mind, but whatever. And the last song, Turn Off the Lights. Pretty good closer. Not the strongest one, but it's fine. Yes, this is very short, and I don't feel like there's a lot that I feel like I have to emphasize on this album. This feels like something that is kind of a fun addition to maybe the record's tour, like things he just wants to add on, because I feel like he probably goes out and performs more than he actually releases records and things like that. As much as I love his side productions, his collaborations, and features, I do want to get a Skrillex solo project soon. And no offense to Boys Noise or any of his collaborators, they're all great. But yeah, solo project, even if it's just an EP. And wow, that is not something that you will hear from me very much. but he has proven it. Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites, Bangarang, Bangarang, and more, and more. He's done it time and time and again, whether it's 5 to 6 songs. It's like he knows how to put it together, and we feel satisfied. And usually he brings out something newer sooner than most other people, but I like the details he does. Skrillex is one of the most influential artists of this decade for me personally. I just barely got to know him when I went to college. I had gotten back from Chile. I was getting exposed to all this new music. It still was kind of the 2000s pop stuff, but bringing along the EDM stuff and his contributions blew my mind. I was like, whoa, that's cool. Anyway, that's a big sidetraction. What about this album? Let's get down to it. So after having listened and reviewed this album with production of 88%, creativity 81%, expression and lyrics 88%, I'm going to give this album a yeah. I feel like that average would have made me just want to give it a good, but because it's an EP, I'm going to give it a yeah because it's enjoyable. It's not at the Y.E.S level, but it is enjoyable. It's like you can mix all of those songs in, and I think if you're like in a dance or a club or a rave or something like that, you will get that jive. You will get that moment, that crunkness, whatever it is, the get you to bangarang. You'll have that moment. I think it'll flow with whatever else you're listening to, more than likely. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And remember, if you want to discover, promote, and review the best in entertainment, remember to subscribe and follow all the social media for this channel so you can get that yes in your life. See you next time.